Why do I have so much tar barrels? I don't think I put any of them to being active providers. Yeah, we have 10k tar barrels. Something is most definitely wrong. Unless I actually did that somewhere. As it, please don't tell me I did it up here at this one. Looks fine. Oh wait, it might actually be down here because we're producing things. That is why we need to use the tar to make power. Because tar is kind of free, so we got tar right here. It can be used for quite a few things, especially for the coal gas. Get coal gas, we can do something with that. I think that might be the best thing for it to be used for right now. Let's just check this. Is it in here? Combustion fluids. So coal gas and coke. I kind of want to do that one. Or it's syngas. Because syngas is just made from coal gas. With a bit of tar back. And I think down here we set it up with just coal gas. Yeah, time to do a new power supply. We need to consume some of all that tar we're actually throwing through the system at the moment. Which is kind of backing up a ton of things, since we need a ton of things to be made down here. That we have. Coal is building up as well. But that tar is actually a bit of an issue right now. This one needs to be changed. Also, we need to use it for this one. Combustion turbine. On. Thank you. This one. If we do a combustion fluid into this one, we can make power rather easily. This one gives 24 megawatts. So if we just change this one out, syngas instead. Won't change you. Probably have to disconnect some of this to do it. What if we do it with syngas instead? Coal gas, coal, and syngas. And we have a somewhat decent loop. We can also do it biomass instead. Would that be better than coke? It gets hotter and hotter the further we get. Oh, this is also quite a good one to dig. Let's do with the syngas. Food oil as well. Wow, so many ways to make power. Well, let's try biomass. We have quite a lot of that. It's quite easy to make, isn't it? Yeah, it's just made this way and we get a ton back. Let's try and do this recipe instead. Because then we can save the coke for something else and we can just use the biomass, which we actually have quite a lot of. That means you will change that into syngas. Also can't do it because we have things in the pipes. Please empty syngas, and let's see how this will go in terms of making a better combustion mixture. Please request that instead. Please take all. Wait. Please activate provide all of this first, and then we'll do it afterwards. Should be the easiest way to get rid of all of this. That will give us, do it out, probably move this up top, make room for more, because that is a bad production in terms of expandability. So let's just do this. Let's do it right. here. No, my inventory is a mess. Oh god, oh, that's all the barrels. I know. No. Anything else I can get rid of? This, that part's biosamples. Down to science as well. I don't really want that on me. There we go. Play some machines. That's taking up room. And that should be much better. So time to set up some production here. You require 100 syngas. This can output much faster than that. 250 per second. Craft speed 1, so that's gonna be, what's it, 300 or 375. Oh wait, 375 I think you can do per second. So that means they can supply 9 of these, almost 12. So what if we just do this a very easy way? Get rid of the steam inputs. We need to get steam somewhere else. We'll have to move you one to the side. Do that, we can then jump what we need, and you'll of course change to biomass. It's, say, 200. We also have to remember that we are producing it fast enough in the future so it doesn't make a mess. We'll hop in biomass to power this. That's fine. I don't think that'll be too bad to do that. We have syngas we can now get in from right there. Probably need, oh wait, one cannot probably do it with these two. Then we can do the power out here. Maybe. That's gonna burn biomass. That's a 4 megajoules of power. That's pretty much the same burn value as coke. That gives us 100 or 150 combustion. We could, in theory, keep it in here and only have the surplus get thrown into the system. Might not be a bad idea to get an overflow valve right here. So all the combustion mixture will stay here and only get thrown in case we are overproducing. So what is a good way to hook this up? Because that will give us that one. Easily expand down, that'll produce more. Should we add in? I want to get the combustion in here. Hold. They are called a stick, of course. Stick, please give me 100 at a time, because I will need them. Grab some of this unless I set it up in the mall. That should give us a surplus of power by doing this. And probably sit up here on the back side of this. We have an entire empty slot over here. We actually could shift this over if we wanted to give ourselves more room. I might actually do that. Can you please shift this way for me? Go here for a second so I can clean this up. Then we can take this one again and place it exactly where I want. Let's say right. Let's say right here. That should give us a bit more room, and we can still have the back side for the combustion engines. You go there, you'll jump to there and go that way. I'll still go correctly around. I'll still get the biomass in, fill it. We can then expand this part down. So I'll just remove the tailing pool afterwards because we don't need that many. Oh, did the last one get misplaced? It did. Let's see this one. Do 4. And you'll produce 150 every 3 seconds. You'll consume 60 a second. So it's almost a 1-to-1. You can consume a bit more than 1. So if you do 3, it might be enough to consume all of it. And having a surplus out. So let's try this. 1, 2, and let's see how they're prioritized in terms of power consumption or power production. Because it might be that these are lower than the orc power. But that we'll see in a minute when I hook this up. They're outputting power, and it seems like it's on par with the steam engines in terms of how much it produces, or in terms of how the ratio is between them. But it's not consuming everything it can. That's because the orc power is actually taking quite a bit of it. Oh, we have a massive surplus in how much we can do, so we can actually... Yeah, and that's because these are not going at full speed at all. Should we turn off the orc power and have that as a backup? Oh, did we set up the... Okay, we'll do that in a second. Just making sure this is running. It is not. It's quite important that these start to output. I could also turn off all my steam engines and save all the coal that I'm actually using in them right now. Let's... yeah, I think I got the power switch. I got the power switch, yeah. It could be a way to do it. Exactly. It's if I had what's called accumulators, it's a lot easier to do. And without accumulators, it should probably be possible. But if I had those, it would be much easier. And they are locked behind a few things that we actually need to get quite soon anyway. Yeah, but I'll need about 4 more research to get to the accumulator. Because then I can start to measure what kind of power we have. But I think if I turn off my steam engines, which are actually not running even, because these are actually doing such a good job just powering everything. What if I set it to... Oh, I can't... How much logistics science do we have? 4. Except what we have already stored in our research facility right here. There should be a bit more than 20 in each of these. That means if you look here, we'll have 160. That's not going to be enough to get to accumulators. And accumulators probably need batteries as well, which I don't have yet either. That's not going to help that much. Any other way of managing power? Because I could make it kick in if we are low on these. But since that is all being fed some other way around. Yeah, but I don't like doing things manually. I'd rather do it automatically. So if we have some kind of thing we can manage it by. And if you look at barrels, the combustion mixture. If those were being used somewhere, we could say if we fall below, for example, 500, orc power would kick in or would deposit them into the thing. As long as it's above, it wouldn't. But since it's going directly in, it's fine. And we know that require... I was thinking about if we could put in a check valve and check it that way, and we can, but then we have to run it all the way there. I don't want to do that. Well, we'll probably just have to live with it for a little bit. Because look, they're consuming almost no power, and we'll have to scale up anyway, because right now we are running on, or pretty much not using the entire base, because we are lacking a few things to kick it off. Because look, we're actually not missing anything except production machines. Does that mean that most of this is actually running as it should? Time to build a surplus. So power is good, all the resources are extremely good. Some of these are running out. That we'll have to fix. What's right there? You could go there and mine it. Let's do this. Go to mine quartz and take you just up here to clear out yet another little thing that's holding us back. Enough power, don't go. Less power, go. Well, we'll have to think about a good way to do that. Look, these are not even going anymore. We just have a ton of surplus power then, in case we need it. That can, on a quite easy notice, doing it. Oh, biomass. Did that just consume all of our biomass? It did. Let's make sure we don't run out of biomass. That would actually be quite stupid. And we turn this one into biomass. We can. 100 into 10. That way we can actually have a loop going that as long as we have enough biomass, because it is producing biomass already. So composting plants. Just give me 2 of you. And let's see here. Right now we're making it right here. This one is limiting it because that was what we needed, but we actually need the biomass now. And what's it called? This one is being produced by renewable resources, so that should be fine. So let's add in a recycler over here, just to get things going. Powerhouse. Make one more just so it stops blinking. So right here we would want to make new recyclers. Oh, that's quite big machine. Oh, we need to change this one as well. That's way too expensive. Local radar instead, please. So composter takes... How long does it take to run? 1 second. We just need a ton to get inputted. And if we take this one over here, it's set to 2K. I forgot to limit it in the first place. Biomass. Is there any other way? Make it easy. Otherwise, it's just output from the rest of it. Oh wait, we have a better way to... Oh, that's another fiber. That's not gonna help at all. The rest is just composting a lot of animals, among other things. Yeah, I think it's... Ooh, tree seeds. Well, let's just get some of this used until we have it's stored up. I think that'll be fine. But just transport it over here. Well, let's do this for now. Be a bit consistent with the way we do it. You are called Wa. Please request in 500 of those on both of these. And let's see, we probably need better inputs here than this one. That takes 3 seconds for it to fill up then. Needs one more than to be at max speed, and then we have one output with the biomass. And then limit this one to say you only run if biomass is less than, let's say, 2000. More than 2000 biomass, you will stop. Now it's running full speed. But look how massive it is. My rigid design here, what's called modular design, is not built for big machines. Well, it's built for everything, but it takes so much room. That's the biomass that's going to be used. This is going to get emptied out. That means we'll produce more biomass here. So 20 almost 20 gua turns into 30 biomass. Plus 20 gives us 100 guava bean seeds and 20 seeds. So that's, yeah, 20 turns into 30 biomass. And over here we have this being used, produced very, very easy off pretty much renewable sources. At 206k sand. Also earlier mistake that we are finally rectifying a bit. That is good. Should we just set a second one in since we can? Oh, steel started to lag. it's because iron is starting to lag. Oh, we have consumed a ton of things. Because we are producing... Oh, only half the... Oh, it's the hot air. The hot air setup not keeping up anymore. Pressure, hot air, hot air. Is going in. Oh, that's because of the lack of barrels. Because of all the tar, I'm guessing. Yeah, look. 12k tar barrels. That's insane. We need to get that used. Okay. The manual thing you're talking about before, Doreen? Let's just go and do it to make sure that our orcs get a bit of rest. And then have the rest running. Not sure if that's going to consume too much biomass, but we can actually do it quite simply from the air if we just remove inputs for now. Let's see what this does to our power production when these stop running. Probably kick the steam engines into power again, and I don't really want that. I kind of want to... Wait, that was an easier way to do this. Oh, because they're connected on the backside. At least the steam engines I can cut off quite easily. I just need to cut that one, that one, that one, and few power lines right here. And of course on the backside, that should stop these from working. And you need to go, and you need to go. Then as soon as you have accumulators, I can start to change the inputs for these. But this is automatically instead. That is cut off now. That should drop our maximum throughput. It's Arcs is still running, but this should get tired very soon. Oh, it has quite a lot in them. That's gonna save us on the wood we're using. Not that wood isn't an issue anymore. But still. That is not too shabby. Well, does seem like I want that one. Have we triggered to do it? No. So how's the power looking now? That dropped down quite considerably. Means the steam engines are kicking off. These ones are at least. But that one I can disconnect quite easily as well. Just by taking that one maybe. And then we should all be running on the combustion one. At least for now. We can always kick these two on again if they can't keep up. Oh wait, you're right. That's a few down here I completely missed. But that should be the last one to disconnect it. There we are. And then we are running... Oh! Most certainly not fast enough. Oh, it's because it can't run faster than 13.5. So maybe we should keep these one on then. As the other one we just want to run. Because then we can keep all of our what's called raw coal in the network. Because if this starts to slow down, that means all of it starts to slow down. During the production, that means this is completely empty. That means power is completely dead. Whoa, that was quite bad what I just did there. in the quest to save a bit of power, I completely killed our base. Whoops. Also means these can input. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. It saved all our power. Please get these two up and running again. Ooh, look at that. I made a little mistake. There we go. Please get you to run. That's perfect. Okay, let's keep the Orc, the Orc power on. It is a lot easier to manage than the other one. So we have you going still, and then we'll have the combustion fluid as well. Okay, that was that's of course because we need this to input. Yeah. That was not a great way to do it.